The most engaging, impactful, informative, and entertaining talk show ever. Get ready to hear the voices of many local, state, and national artists, musicians, comedians, pastors, athletes, and politicians. It's time for South Florida Live with Jeffrey Brown. All right. Hey, good evening, everyone. Good evening and welcome to the South Florida Live podcast. I'm your host. I'm the one, Jeffrey Brown, and y'all listen, as we always say, this is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and we shall be glad in it. So, hey, y'all, come on in. Join us on tonight. It's tonight, building strong relationship with good relational goals. Hey, y'all, it's the singles edition. So come on, we welcome everybody in. Come on in. Let's do this. Hey, if you're viewing us by Facebook, you know what to do. Let's go. Like and share, please. Those that are viewing, come on, say something to your boy. Good evening to you.
I've been traveling so long.
Good evening to everyone.
I'm just searching for a
YouTubers.
home.
Like and share.
Sleeping in a bed that's cold.
Like and share.
Tired of eating.
Let someone know that we're on. The South Florida Live podcast is on. And come on in. Let's go. We got some things to talk about tonight. Yes. It's the singles edition.
That's saving me now. You came around at a good time when I was breaking down. I've been alone a lot lately. When I thought I was thinking you didn't let me drown. I've been alone a lot lately. Whoa.
Come on, join us tonight, Facebook family. Let's go. I need you tagging everybody that come on right now. Please, everybody that's coming on right now, tag at least 5 people. But I need you to hit that share button. Hit the share button for me, because we got something to talk about tonight. Join us tonight. Good evening. All right, I see at least 6 folks are on. I need to see 6 shared. Share this broadcast, please. Before you share this broadcast, as soon as you come on, share this broadcast, please. This podcast, would you hit the share button for me? Come on, everybody that's coming on, hit the share button. Just when I thought I sing, yeah, you didn't let me drift. I've been alone. A lot lately. Whoa. I've been alone a lot lately. All right, come on, let's go. Once again, those that are viewing, please hit the like and share button for me. Would you do that for me? Hit that like and share button, if you will. Tag a few people. I need to see you tagging some folks. Tag at least 5 to 10 people. Let them know the South Florida Live podcast is on. It's the singles edition, and we are talking about dating God's way. We're going to have a conversation on today. Join us.
So grateful for you, baby. Grateful for you, baby.
All right, all right, all right. Come on in, join us. That's Lewis York and Anthony Hamilton. Alone a lot. Been alone a lot lately, but I'm still standing. I'm still holding on. I've been alone. I've been alone a lot lately. Hey, listen, come on in. I got some things to share with you before we get started on tonight, if you will. Hey, y'all know it's coming up. Is what, like 40, 41 days or 40 days left until the election in November. Hey, listen, we need to pay attention. We need to be engaged. We need to be informed of what's happening. So if you want to be informed, be engaged, and get some information about what's happening, you don't want to miss this event on Thursday, October the 10th. Thursday, October the 10th. It's the Get Out the Vote rally. It's the Get Out the Vote engagement rally. Listen, education. We're going to education, motivated, and participation. We need you to come and be a part of this rally on Thursday, October the 10th. There are going to be some guests. There are going to be some folks coming to speak and share with us on that night. You do not want to miss that evening. Get out the vote. Yes, at Thursday, October the 10th, from 6 p.m. to 8, just 6 p.m. to 8, a couple hours. That's all. Not that long. And it will be at the New Birth Baptist Church, Cathedral of Faith International, right there, 3500 Northwest 135th Street, Miami, Florida. You don't want to miss it. It's for everyone, all churches, all community members, everyone to attend that on that Thursday at October the 10th. October the 10th on a Thursday, October the 10th at 6 p.m. to 8 a.m., 6 p.m. to 8 a.m. You do not want to miss it. Be a part of that. Won't you do that? Thank you. Hey, listen, we're ready. We want to have this conversation on tonight. I see my brother is sitting in. He's here tonight with us. Once again, those that are viewing, I need you to share for me, please. Share this podcast. Share this podcast. Please just hit the share button, if you will, on Facebook or YouTubers. Hit it, please. Thank you so much. I surely appreciate that. So come on in, y'all. Let's have this conversation on tonight, if you will. I need your participation on tonight because I'm gonna be asking some questions, and I need y'all, my viewers, my listeners. I need you to talk tonight with us and share your views and how you feel about some of these questions on tonight. But hey, listen, I have my brother with me tonight. There he is, Mr. Rob Minor. Good
Hey,
evening.
hey,
Good evening.
hey, what's going on? How's everything? How's everybody? Hope everybody had a wonderful day.
Listen, everything is everything, my brother. Listen, I had a productive day, a little slow and sluggish and a little ugly, but hey, I got through it. As I always tell people, if you get through a day, that means you're a survivor.
God bless. God bless.
How was your day today, sir?
It was actually pretty good, man. I got some things done, got some cleaning done. You know, when you're a bachelor, you got to
Yes,
do those bachelor things, man. So
sir.
you
Yes,
got to
sir.
cook, got to clean, you got to, disinfect, you got to clean those windows. You got to do what you got to do.
Yes, sir. It's just preparation for when that right one when we that
Absolutely,
right one,
absolutely,
we'll
absolutely,
be able to still do some of that. That girl, sit down,
absolutely,
rest your feet.
absolutely.
I got this, girl. I got this. Yeah. So that's all that is. That's just preparation for us. I don't mind. I mind it. I enjoy. Actually, I enjoy cooking.
Yeah,
When
same here,
so,
same here.
yeah. So it's all good. We got our sister joining us tonight. There she is,
Hey,
Chantel.
lady,
West.
how are
Hello,
you?
gentlemen. Good. How are you all doing?
Good, good, good.
Very
I'm
good.
doing
Very
well. I'm
good.
doing well. How was your day today? Hope you had a
Oh,
productive day on today.
yes, I did have a productive day today. I worked from home, but it was still productive. Got a lot done, so that was good.
That's why all the cooking going on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's where the
yeah.
smile.
I
That's
thought
where the smile come from.
I thought she was just, throwing it out there for the brothers. Say, hey, see, I can cook.
Mm.
I
I'm
mean,
getting
hey,
out.
listen.
I'm preparing for it. I'm
Mm.
preparing for it. No, you home. That's what you cooking for yourself.
But why not? Might as
I'm just
well.
kidding. Yeah, because some of those meals you've been cooking, I'm like, ooh, I want
Mm,
some.
Hey, listen, the girls gotta eat.
Because
Girls
what
gotta
you
eat.
the other day you did shrimp and grits with turkey
Yes,
chicken.
yes, sir.
Oh, that's
Hold
right.
up,
Oh,
say that again.
She cooked shrimp and grits with turkey bacon.
Get
Not
out of here
not the sausage and that man.
with
That thing,
turkey bacon.
it looks so
some
good,
chopped up
Rob.
turkey. I did it with shrimp, chopped turkey bacon, some bell peppers, and spinach.
It looked so good, Rob.
Ooh.
My mouth started watering when I
Mm,
saw it. I text and say, "You girl, you better save me some of that."
man. Yeah, we from the Save a Plate ministry.
Okay,
Oh, okay. I'll
okay.
keep that in mind.
I'm like this. If you send me like when people send me a picture of what they cook
Uh-huh.
and text me a picture, I'm like, okay, that means you got
Where's
a picture of
mine?
me?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's the only way you gonna
No,
like it
I'm
is if
just
you get a plate.
I'm just showing you what I cook. No, for you
Uh-uh.
that,
Mm.
you can text me
You
what you
want some?
but
Yeah,
then you send me a picture of it
that's
and
yeah, that's
it's
bad.
looking good. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Yes,
Okay.
we posted the other day, Rob. That thing looks man. I had my I was like, oh boy.
Jeez. Mm.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make sure to keep a note of that. Put some to the side for you and Rob. I
Yes,
got y'all.
yes.
God bless you. Let the Lord use you.
That don't
Okay,
need
I will. I will.
oh wow, trust me. You on the Lord, you'd have said, oh, the Lord is all in
Oh,
that.
I'm gonna go get that plate.
All in that. He's all in that right there. Yes, he is. Hey y'all, so good to have y'all
Oh,
this evening. So good
yeah,
to
it's
have
so
you
good
on.
to be here.
Hey, listen, let's jump into it. That's some stuff I sent you guys. We want to talk about it. I mean, we talked yesterday, other week, did that
Yes.
time thing and where we are and whatnot. Hey, listen. So, hey, Rob, I'm
Uh-oh.
going with you.
Uh-oh.
This
Yes.
question: how should you choose a partner according to the Bible? If there's
Ooh.
anything in the Bible that we can
Ooh.
walk on and prepare on and choose, how should you choose a partner according to the Bible?
You know what's crazy about that? When you send us the questions, I hardly ever read them because I want to give a realistic approach. See, when you have time to think about this, you have time to think and say things you probably wouldn't have thought of, you probably wouldn't have said if you'd asked that question on a date. So I try to prepare myself as if you're asking these questions right off the top so I can give you my honest opinion and honest approach. And I will say, when it comes down to choosing an individual, a female, for a date, or according to the word of God, there got to be certain things that made me want to approach her anyway. See, there had to be certain characteristics, like, because I hardly ever would try to talk to somebody on the street. Most of the people that I meet either in a church or I meet in some kind of a setting where primarily good people are at, because you can fall for that a wolf in sheep's clothing. So I try to go by the spirit. I try most people because I don't hardly ever approach a woman, hardly ever. Most of the women that I end up dealing with, it either happened or God put it together. I walked up to her, met her in church, something like that. But I hardly ever date anyway. But when I do, I try to go by the spirit because if you are a good spirit person yourself and you try to do the best that you can when it comes down to walking that line of Christianity, God usually send those type of people to you. I don't do a lot of I see something I like and go after it because that's just not how I do it. It got to be driven by the spirit, and most of the time the spirit don't lie and the spirit is right. God is always in order. So most people I meet, which is not many that I try to talk to or whatever, I let the conversations just come to me. I don't pretty much seek nobody. I don't do that. I let God bring them to me, or in some kind of way it just happens. But actually going after somebody or whatever, that's when you find the wrong thing. No, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Okay. Actually, that okay. So there's really no that Bible structured way to actually you want to say to not target to say choosing to choose someone um there's no scriptures.
No,
You know, it say
no.
when a man find his a wife, he find
Yeah,
his
yeah, yeah, yeah. Not when a
uh
man looking for a wife. No, it just happens. God
yeah.
bring that to you.
But now, is it so, Shan, that you can search and looking for um well, y'all not supposed to be looking, but when someone comes to you and it seems like they have a spirit on them where there's somebody who you can see yourself, you know, some a loved one you can see yourself with, because actually when you're talking about dating and getting into it, it's actually trying to find a lo- for us a men trying to find a loved one uh with hard and put hard work in it. If you find a loved one and hard work in it,
Hmm.
is it possible to have a lasting, if that's possible to be a lasting relationship?
I think so. I definitely think so. And just to piggyback off of Rob, when he talked about the spirit, when you said the question initially, the first thing that came to my mind as far as dating according to the Bible is the fruit of the spirit, which we know is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. I think those qualities are definitely some things that you want to look for in pursuit of someone that you want to be in a relationship with, because the
Hmm.
fruit don't lie. It's
Don't
going to tell
lie.
you everything you need to know.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, the fruit don't lie. I mean,
Hmm.
that's something, because it is said that um also to choosing someone like, you know, the way the Bible is spec, that's somebody who, say, Rob, that where you can all you can uh present to them and offer to them, hey, let's have, you know, every Wednesday, um let's have like a little small Bible study.
Yeah,
um
yeah.
then Friday when we come together or we conversate, there could be a prayer moment of whatever. And is it possible, Rob, that if you implement that in the relationship at the start, being that you're trying to build it God's way and do it that way, um is that possible to continue? Or is there commitment? Is that something you do daily? Is that something you're gonna do just for 6 months? Or is that a routine that from the time you start, that's always should be the routine of the relationship?
Okay, that
Married, once you get married, it's still there.
let me tell you something. Uh, it's funny because you just gave us the recipe for success.
Mm,
However, I got to be honest. A great portion of women will be bored with that.
you think?
I'm just being honest because we have been in this a realm of let's go to the movies, let's go out to dinner, let's go to a concert, let's go to this, let's go to that. You have to be very careful when you push too much Christian values and stuff like that on women because you have to kind of ease that into somebody's life because a lot of women would look at you like you're either A, being phony, too good to be true, or come on, this guy can't be this saved. So you got to be very careful with what the amount of God that you push onto somebody when you first meet them. Now, here's the deal. If the spirit is right, she's right, and the relationship is right, y'all find a way to incorporate that together where y'all do it. But if you try to push that on somebody and say, well, this is where I'm coming from, and they go, Because remember, most women have dated already a lot. And most of the time they haven't date saved guys. So you can kind of push them off or kind of back them off because they be thinking, oh, no, he's phony. There's something to this guy. He can't be, he's not, he's too good to be true. And you can start, it can be kind of uncomfortable if you push too much of that in the beginning. But if it's
Right.
natural, and she's like that anyway, oh, y'all gonna end up doing that. She goes, oh, I go to Bible study on Wednesday. Oh, I go on Tuesday. You know what? So how about if you meet me, go to my church, I'll come to your church. It'll happen naturally if that's the right person. But if you try to push that, good luck.
So Shan, if a young man was to come up to you and y'all start, having conversation and dating, and say within 3 weeks, he just comes out and say, hey, you know what? I've been thinking that on every Tuesday, if we're available when we talk, can we discuss, you know, your Bible study and my Bible study? Um, you go to Bible study on Tuesday, I go on Wednesday. So say on Thursday, can we have that discussion? Or after you come on from Bible study from Wednesday, and he, how about, can we have that conversation about talking about now? How would you accept that? And if that was to start, this is my question. If that was to begin, how accountable would you make him to do it, to continue to do it?
I would, for me, I can't
But
speak for.
I'm asking, one, would you be okay with that? And if you
Yeah.
were, how accountable would you make it? Make him accountable for continuing to do it.
Okay, so first question, yes, and I would definitely hold him accountable. For me, I can't speak for all women, but I have the desire to continue to grow in Christ. So being with someone who is willing to, go to that extent for us to, talk about the word, what he learned, what I learned, what can we gravitate from, the conversation as we discuss, Bible studies, or maybe if we saw something online and maybe sparked our interest, we want to share with each other. I would be open to it. I think that's a great thing. I think for me, I've come across some men that are saved, and on the outside it looks like, oh, okay, but once you get to know them, it's like they're the complete opposite. So for me, that would be refreshing for a man to even offer, to do something like that. I would definitely be open to it and would hold him accountable so that we can be consistent, so that we could continue to grow together.
Okay. So now, yeah. And like Rob, I hear what you're saying about that sheep with clothing, cause if I know Chantel goes to church and she's that church young lady, yeah, I might pop off with that, to get her
Attention.
attention,
Mhm.
get her in, drive her in. But now it's we're gonna get to the end. I'm gonna bring this back up because there's a question later on that kind of fits right there. So you have to. I mean, so you, like you said, you got to. Sometimes the Bible says we got to watch as well as pray. So yeah, you have to also. That's why I asked Chantel, would she? How would she make him continue to make him not accountable, but make sure that this continues?
Mhm. Yeah, I would definitely, if maybe we scheduled to do it on Thursday and maybe he missed the Thursday, but like, hey, I thought we started this. Is this something we're going to continue to do long term? And if not, let me know. But if we are, I would, like for us to continue doing this.
And it would
Yeah.
benefit you better too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Exactly.
most definitely.
Because
Because
of the expectation aspect of it,
yeah,
Right.
if we
because
want to be honest.
yeah, because experts said that we should, when we're getting involved with a partner or we're getting in a relationship, the two should have something in common when it comes to that Christian walk of faith, that Christian walk,
Right.
that belief. We should have the same belief, the same mindset, kind of spiritual, thing that we should. Now we don't always do that
No.
because we men, us, we rather, we, you know, because with the beauty was there, and then she was just ooh my mama,
Mhm.
and we just went after, we kind of, if we, the truth be told, we
Lost
went
focus.
after
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
and you know, tried to keep church in it, but the foundation that we set wasn't holy,
Solid. Mm-mm.
if you will.
Mm-mm.
It was physical ground. So
Mm-mm.
and the same way with sisters. Sisters
Yeah.
have no, the guy had no Jesus in him, but it was something good about him that I like. It's just something I like, that he was that dude, that diary in my diary. That's the
Yeah,
dude
yeah,
in
yeah.
my diary that I wrote and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you know what? But since we're here, I'm gonna go to this question that's down at the end, but we're here now. So what I was gonna ask is, uh when that starts, Chantel,
Mm-hmm.
are there signs that God is telling you to leave that relationship? And if one of those signs are, what would be one of those signs in that relationship that we just established with him saying, hey, let's do this, let's do that?
I think, in my personal experience, when it doesn't bring you peace, when the person or the situation doesn't bring peace, if there's like, just chaos, confusion, everything contrary to, what God says that we should experience, that's definitely a red flag for me. So if you come and you disturb my peace, I know for sure you not sent from God. You are not the one that He, reserved for me. So once I see that, I'm like, it was nice knowing you. Mm-mm. Thank you.
Move on. Other words, if this this Bible study thing kind
Mm-hmm.
of not, we ain't trying to do it as much as, he's not pushing as much as he was 4 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that could be a good something good that he could be doing, but maybe it's other areas that he's lacking that could easily like kind of just put that to the side. Like, okay, it's good that you're doing this Bible study, but it's some other
Lacking like
areas that
what?
like who?
Lacking like what?
That's a good question, Rob.
Yeah,
Maybe he's
yeah.
not mannerable. Maybe he's not respectful. Maybe he's not considerate. He could be selfish. He have selfish ways. It could be a plethora of things. So if that outweighs the Bible study and whatever else, and if it's causing any, disturbing my peace or bringing in confusion or anything negative, then no.
Yeah.
Well, most people that bring out Bibles that come on that approach is not going to be those things. That's not going to be the issue you're going to have a problem at.
And not most, not
No,
all,
that's why I
not
said most
saying
people.
all.
That's why most people.
Yeah,
But
right,
there's an area
right.
that we are dancing around
Mm-hmm.
that I'm not going to be the one to bring it up. But there's an area we dancing around because all of these things that we mentioned is all benefiting women. And
Mm-hmm.
and there's an area. I'm gonna go. Do you think, Jeff?
But I know what you're saying, Rob. But be honest. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
this is how I feel, and this is what I'm learning. This is what I have begun to learn. Uh, I know you said it's what we're saying. It's benefiting the woman,
Mm-hmm.
because actually, the man, we're supposed to be the one with the paintbrush
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's painting the structure of that relationship
Mm-hmm.
in the painting. Because I heard someone say that it's we have an ideal what type of woman we may want, or the type we may. So we have the opportunity to paint,
Katrina Walker.
that the paint to paint that picture of the woman that we want that our woman to be. Other words, what I'm saying, we have a point to create, or to make, or to design, not design, but set the foundation of that. And if and when the Bible say, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
right? She may not be the best thing, but she may be a good thing for, I believe, for us as men to make better.
Mm-hmm. Well, if the Bible says if you find a good thing, she'll be the best thing for you anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's for us to make her better.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I come and if I'm really a believer, I'm a strong believer.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
know Stan is a strong believer, and we already kind of gelling that we are both believers and we both
Mm-hmm.
walking this walk. Me presenting that as the man that's supposed to be leading,
Mm-hmm.
because we are supposed to lead. It says the man is the head of the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we also can find out if they are acceptable to that man being the head of the household. If I lead and she don't mind following. Now,
Okay.
there may be some resist. If there's some resistance in the following, now you might have to look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Because y'all know we always say nowadays 21st century that S word is
Submit.
real tough. That
Submission.
Submit.
word sometimes sisters will put their sneakers on and run the other way. That S word. But as for the man, for us, and I'm learning this, I messed up in this many years. It was for me, it was for the man to set the foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And be the leader of the house. And I believe it's some women that watching on here now that wouldn't have a problem with him being a leader,
Right.
leading into it. I think sometimes, this is just me. I get in. I don't know. I have problems sometimes. It's just me because I guess I'm so used to structuring thing, organizing stuff. I can book a flight. I know how to book hotels. I know how to book rental car. I know how to do that stuff. I know how to make the plans for a trip.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, we think that's supposed to be a woman's job.
It don't have to be.
It don't have to be. Because once again, this is me talking, y'all. This is me.
Okay,
Once
Rob.
again, we're supposed to be the head of the household. Paying the bills and writing the checks, that ain't the only way to make us a head. That's not the only structured way for us to be the head of the household. That's just me.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
Us being the head in other areas, because I see it all the time and I laugh at work a lot. I really do. I try not to laugh in their face, but I laugh at work because I kind of put myself in the position when I see it. When I see the sisters come through the gate or the parking gate and they are driving and he's over on the passenger side. And then when they come in and you ask them what flight or what cruise they're going on, I'll ask the guy because I'm trying to, give the man respect.
Yeah.
And I'll say, hey, what airline that you flying? Oh, you got to ask her. And I'll be sitting there, I'll be like, really?
But wait a minute. See, now we're entering to an area where we're talking about roles and role playing in a relationship. What if she don't work and you work all day?
But what is
no. Let me just say it. You have to understand that there are different roles in every relationship. And one thing that will make a relationship explode is when one individual don't bring no value to the relationship at all. You got to have rules and structures where this is your hat. You play this, you wear this hat. I wear this hat. What if at her job, she's a receptionist? At her regular job, she's a receptionist. And she's better at doing that type of stuff. Then
I hear that, Rob. I hear that. I totally understand. If that's that situation, fine. But then when I hear this comment come out of his mouth is, you know what? Hey, she just run. I just give the money. I just pay the bills.
Well, that just might be the way he answers you.
Right?
So,
No,
so no, no.
no.
I'm not saying it isn't, because that could be the way you're saying. But what I'm saying is we can't make a judgment call like that based on what they say, because we don't know how the situation goes, man. We don't.
No, I understand what you're saying. I got you there. And everybody that come to that gate that way, I don't see them that way. But you know how you can just
Just
Oh,
know.
I get what you're saying now. Yeah, yeah, I get
tell
that. I get that. Yeah,
that
yeah,
you just ain't engaged in nothing.
yeah.
You just
He
on
don't know what's going on. Period. Yeah,
and he said and the statement that he made.
yeah.
Oh well, I just paid. I just paid for it. I don't
No, you
know.
don't say nothing stupid like that. You don't say nothing stupid like that.
But be honest, Rob. That's what they do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's honestly what they just
yeah.
whatever you say we do, baby. We going to Cancun and it's this amount. Okay.
You know, it's funny. They were just talking about Ella Holmes, just talking about that in Bible study. There's a difference between uh ignorance and stupid. You know, like ignorance is you just didn't know.
Right.
Stupid is the answer he gave you for not knowing. You know, he could have said something a lot better than that.
But that's why I say
Yeah,
a lot of times
yeah,
being the head of the household, being that
yeah,
man that's the head of the household,
yeah.
ain't always just you paying for it.
Nah.
You using your wallet, you
Nah.
using your money. Sometimes it should be, babe, I got this. We going to here.
Yeah.
I done set the airfare reservation. I done made the hotel reservation. I done scheduled all the restaurants that we gonna go to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just relax. That's to me, that's taking care of your woman. But anyway, that's my view of it.
Yeah, but you know, and like I said, that play, I don't want to say devil's advocate on this line, but sometimes if she's better at that and that's her thing and she like to do that,
I'm
you know,
with you.
I'm just make sure we cover all grounds. That's all. I'm just make sure we cover, because we can give out. Remember when we talking on here on these platforms and we giving out advice, people are listening. So I just want to make sure they get both points of view. That's all I want to make sure.
I am so with you on that, Rob. But we have a tendency as men, we can learn what we want to learn.
That's true. That's true. But get this. And the one thing I don't like.
I totally agree with you.
I agree with you. But one thing that we do,
just got that down, and some brothers
you are 100% right.
They just don't got it. Now you got some sisters that just
I was getting ready to say same thing. That's not a man thing. That's an individual thing, because you got some sisters that act that same way when it comes down to things they don't know how to do. So it's not a man thing or it's not a woman thing. It's an individual thing.
But that's why I say it's me.
Okay, I buy that. I buy that.
I'm that person. I buy that. That person.
I buy that.
You can't drive me for one. That's just the okay, unless I'm dead tired. Hey, listen, I got a question. Comment. They say falling. They saying I gotta answer. We gotta dabble to this. Falling. I think they're saying falling in love with Jesus is the best thing we've ever could know. So to have a partner to fall with you, how would that get to be boring if you're dating God's way? How it would get boring? Because other than us praying, other than us having Bible study, other than us doing the church thing, we also got to have balance and do some things outside of that.
Yes.
You know why? Because
we may not pray on this Friday, baby, because we going to see Anthony Hamilton this Friday, but we'll pray when we come back home.
Yes.
Right. And some things have to be saved for when you get married, or you're not going to feel special when you get married. If you do everything before you get married, like a couple, and then you get married, you can be like, well, I thought we were supposed to be something special once you get married. Certain things you're supposed to save to a degree for when you get married, and then you take it to another level.
Yeah, because I think they're asking about how can that get boring if you're doing it, if you falling in love with Jesus and you're excited about that, you're ongoing. So if that,
and that's not what I meant. And I'm glad you clarified that. That's not what I meant. What I meant is if you just hold that structure and that's it, a lot of women would get bored. If they're honest, they will get bored.
That's why I just said that's.
I'm glad you did a very good job explaining it. I appreciate that, because that's not what I meant, and I'm glad you explained that.
Yeah, that's you got to have a balance. It ain't nothing wrong with going to the golfing game.
Right. Right.
Ain't nothing wrong going to game every now and then. But
Right.
Yeah, nothing at all.
in the midst of that, Shan, you have to also try and maintain the foundation that you started.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my answer to that, Ms. Brown. That you know,
Yeah, as
uh,
long as you have
just gotta have balance.
a solid foundation in Christ, as far as your relationship, everything else is just smooth sailing.
Yeah, and you can just be honest. Just be honest. Just be honest about it. Just be honest, because if
Yeah,
you're not honest about your approach and you're not honest about who you are, it gets real bad when you get exposed. It get real bad.
right.
And
Because I feel, yeah,
that's where resentment and hatred, and you hear women, I can't stand him because he's not who he said he was going to be. So if you're
mhm,
going to do something, make sure you do it, but do it in the realm of realization.
realistic.
Do it in a
Mhm.
way where you're being real about it. Don't be phony and extra because people will start seeing right through it. And then when you can't live up to that expectation, it
It's
looks
exposed.
bad. It looks
Yeah.
real bad.
I'm a true believer as far as, just be upfront at first. Give people a choice to say yay or nay.
Absolutely.
Don't try to come in
Absolutely.
with this facade or you not 100% who you are authentically,
Absolutely.
and then later on, you know, me having discernment, it's gonna come. I'm gonna see right through it because God
Yeah.
is already revealing it to me.
You
So it's
start off
best to just
Jesus,
be,
end up Judas. No, it don't work
yeah,
that way. It don't work that way.
just
It don't work that
just
way.
put your
Well,
best foot forward, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it's
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
hey, listen. So this we probably gonna get to the other question. Uh, how do you know? How do you know, Shan? How do you know the will of God in choosing a life partner? How do you know the will of God in choosing that or knowing for a woman knowing the will of God for if he's that right person, if he's the right partner?
I think if our purposes, what we're doing in life, if it aligns, I believe that's one of the ways that we can know that we're in the will of God and that that person is who God, ultimately has for us.
But how would you how would you know exactly? I mean, would it be some of his character traits, or would it be some of the things he say?
Oh,
Would it
yes,
be some
definitely his character traits,
actions, or I mean,
yes. Just, just who he is, his actions, his, how he is with people, how he is with you, how he treats his family, his friends, just getting to know him overall and, just seeing who he is as a person. I think that'll definitely reveal it.
Rob, what do you think? As a man, how do you know the will of God in choosing that woman, choosing that person, that life partner? As the words say, life. I said life partner
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that you're supposed to come into and you forever. Supposed to
Great,
forever.
great question. And I believe there's a scripture that say he'll separate the wheat from the tare, something like that.
Hmm.
When people are dating, and we're honest, because like I said, we're supposed to be honest, supposed to be Christians. No one that when they first date, don't call nobody else. Don't talk to nobody else. And some people still date other people
Hmm.
because that's when you talk about the will of God, for some reason, that's like the wheat and the tare together. When you find that person that God sent, he'll separate the wheat from the tare. All of a sudden, you won't want to go out with nobody else. You don't want to talk to nobody else. You don't want to deal with nobody else. And then the kind of relationship that you two will have after that won't just be the decision you made or the decision that she made. You will know that that was something that Christ put together because he eliminated everything else. And that's when you know you have that true person, that person has you, because God now has shown you nobody else is relevant. You don't even want to really spend no time with nobody else because God tell you, oh, I don't care how the situation is, we're going to be able to share, but I'm going to do the separation. When you open up your heart and your mind and tell you tell God what you want, God will separate the rest of that stuff for you. And that's how you end up with the right person.
Mm,
Amen.
Boy, you preaching up in here
Yes,
tonight.
sir.
That's a good word right there because I was going to point out, Rob, that's one of our biggest issues in dating is separation.
Yes. Yes.
Separating from the friends, separating from the old relationship,
Past.
separating from the old girlfriend
Mhm.
that you know she ain't got nothing but
And we
negative,
all did it. We all do it.
separating from buddy, from your boy who you know really don't like you no way and got issues with you anyway. Just and quick to tell you, man, nah, bruh, and trying to get you. The separated life is not an easy life.
At all.
It's really not an easy life because when you separate yourself from some people, you ain't getting invited to some of the parties.
Nope.
You ain't gonna get invited to those parties when you separate yourself. But when, like you said, Rob, but when you're in that connection, you in that relationship, I feel, and oh Lord, I
Hmm.
would, I can't, that's a good place to be. Uh,
Yes, it is.
whereas you're in your own world.
Yes. Yes.
It's you and me, you and her in that world.
Yes.
Whatever go down and how it go down, it's between
It's
you
between
two.
y'all two. You got it.
That's why I love sometimes I've seen it where folks have dated and I knew they were dating, but a
Hmm.
lot of people didn't know they were dating until the engagement happened
Hmm.
and people like, "Oh, when were they dating?
Yep.
How long they were dating?" I didn't know they were dating. It wasn't supposed to. You wasn't supposed to know.
Because if you knew
You'd
in
have
the
been mad.
time of separating, you would have said, "Guess what? I know." You'd have been, she
You'd have
still
said,
see him, or he still see her, and you would have knew. So they
Right.
waited probably until all the separation and all that stuff was over. Now they announced the engagement.
and I can contest, and I can say this that those that did it that I know
Mhm.
are going on. One is going into their 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
and
Wow.
the
Mm-hmm.
other one is going on to about 25 years that I know.
Beautiful. That's
That I
beautiful.
know.
Yep, that's great. And I did something stupid.
You 25 years, and I ain't talking about they just hanging out. They like kicking it like they was before.
Yes.
Mhm.
See, that's
And
that's that's total separation.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and and I made a mistake because, and all of us do that sometimes. I made a mistake because I knew an individual I was dealing with still had friends. So I still had friends. But no, you got to take care of you. You got to stop doing what you're doing and trust God. You can't worry about what the other person doing because if it don't work out, God to separate her too if it ain't right. You got to do you. Do this. If you saying you want to be serious and you say you want to take it to another level, then you got to do your separation yourself and let God handle hers. You don't do you trust a person, trust them. And I made a couple mistakes like that. I won't do it again, but I made a couple mistakes like that. When you see somebody is God is elevating that person in your life,
Yes.
de-escalate everybody else and get rid of them.
Yeah. How do y'all handle how do y'all handle Shan? How do you handle when you've gotten into a relationship and you're been communicating with someone for a while and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden some things that they do um kind of rub you the right way.
The
Rob
right way?
The wrong way.
just rub you the wrong way. Just
Okay.
rub you totally the wrong. Just like um 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 you can you can be I'm gonna use this for example. You be at the movies or you watching TV and you watching something and they want to hold a full conversation in the middle of you watching something. I don't know about y'all, but I that would aggravate me.
That's a bad one. That is a good one.
I'm watching. I'm watching something, and you holding a full conversation, not concerning what we're watching, just about something else. Um, that's what I'm saying. If how do you handle that? What do you say? Is that something to say?
Help
Uh,
us,
I
Chantel.
don't
Help
Most
us,
hold,
Chantel.
definitely.
I don't
Help
hold
us, Chantel. Help us.
But it's something to say. How do you address that?
Be like, hey, listen, I know you got a lot on your mind. It's a lot you want to discuss right now, but we watching the movies right now. Can we save that for after the date? Can we
That's
dwell?
good. That's
Can we
good.
can we yeah? Can we save that for
That's a
later
good
so
way.
we'll have
That ain't
something
just
to
saying
talk
shut up.
about?
That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
no, I'm
That's a
not
cute,
gonna be
that
disrespectful.
was a
Like,
cute way
shut
of
up.
saying shut up. That was real cute.
Yes. Listen, it's not
Perfect.
how you
No,
say
that was
it, it's
perfect.
what you
That was perfect.
say.
You acknowledged they had. See, that was perfect. You acknowledged they had a long day. You acknowledged they had some things. However, you also
Right.
acknowledged we're supposed to be what perfect. I don't have nothing to say to that. Don't ask me because she answered that perfectly.
No, no, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you because I got one for you too.
Okay.
You're out on a date with this person
And
you've been
us women
seeing
can talk.
you've been seeing. Oh, I'm getting it. You've been seeing for a minute. Y'all really, it was a vibing thing, but there's some things you saw that really like, and you were out to dinner. Y'all was at a dinner, have a conversation, and then every time y'all go to dinner, they they always want to talk about their friends or their girlfriends and
Mm,
what's going on with them in their life. And
mm,
that stuff, I don't know about you. We ain't come out to talk about your friends. I don't
mm,
want to talk about your friends. I don't want to talk about your ex
mm,
relationship, how your ex-husband treated you. Then
Whew.
how would you, Rob,
mm-hmm.
address that?
Okay. Got a perfect answer for you with that. When I'm in a relationship, I have this thing called, and y'all have heard it, and y'all dealt with it. I have this thing called in the beginning, like when I see you or talk to you after you get off work, I have this thing called "How was your day?" And that's your time to get out all of that. I ask you, "How was your day?" I'm never going to be impatient. I'm not going to rush you or nothing. I'm going to ask you, "How was your day?" And that's what you tell me because when we get on our time and we get in our date, I don't care about what nobody else did. You had that time to tell me about Keisha and everybody else and why so and so cheating on so and so. And some of that stuff is entertaining to hear. But when we on a date, you had that time. Maybe we talk about that in
Mm,
the car. How was your day? Man, you should have heard what I heard. Well, tell me so I can hear it. Okay, we good. But when we get on a date and it's my time and your time, that's it. I don't want to hear about that mess.
yeah,
Yeah. And that I asked that
that's
because
respectable.
that's called quality time.
Quality.
Mm-hmm.
Quality
Woo.
time ain't supposed to be spent talking about what happened at work, what happened. I mean, now,
Unless it's
like you
funny.
said,
Unless
right?
it's funny.
Like you said, unless you go there, Rob, and say at the dinner table, you say, "Hey, babe, how was your day today? How
Yeah,
was
Right.
yeah.
work?
If you get there, yeah, now you can do
Yeah,
that.
You
Yeah,
open up the
yeah,
yeah,
conversation
yeah.
yeah.
with
How
that.
was
Absolutely.
work? How was your day?"
And if we
And
had a date, it better be
and
funny.
and brothers, when you do ask
Don't
that,
depress me with this mess. It better be
no,
funny.
no, but when you do ask that question, how was your day at
Mm-hmm.
work?
Mm-hmm.
Just be patient. Put your
Oh, you
patience
gotta be.
on
You gotta be. Absolutely.
because they're not us.
Right. You're perfect.
We'll just say,
Very good,
"Oh,
Elder. Very
okay."
good. Very good, Elder. Very good.
But
Perfect.
but but they are going to give you from the time they got to work until the time they left
Oh
work,
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
even
That's true.
even at the lunch break.
You asked for it.
So you asked for it, so you got to have a
Gotta
little
be
patience.
prepared.
Yep.
They're not
Yeah.
going to get the answer. You they're not going to give you the answer that we would give you.
Nah.
No
No.
expectation.
No.
Mm-mm. Just
None
be
at
ready.
all.
No.
It's going to be, with us, we're like,
All ears.
it was a steady day. It was okay day.
Yeah.
Um,
No. And
but
they gonna say don't cut me off, but in the middle of their story, they gonna cut themselves off and talk about a couple of things. Oh, let me get back to what I was talking about. You ain't allowed to cut them off, but they can cut themselves off in the middle of the conversation, talk about something else. But you gotta be patient, man. You gotta be patient. You're
all
right.
right, all right. Before we go, I was gonna leave it for next week. No, I'm gonna leave this for next week because we had 7:59. It was something my sister posted on Facebook. but I'm gonna leave it for next week. We're gonna have that conversation.
You know what he's talking about, Chantel, right?
I
Some
know.
other stuff. Yeah, because we don't have time. We really don't.
No, he's trying to get a
God.
shot.
Look at
He's
one
trying to
God.
get.
That was all God.
No.
That was all
Trust
God.
me. I'd rather us take our time with that
Yeah.
one. I'd rather us take our time with that one because it's almost 8 o'clock.
Y'all ain't right.
Yeah, you good job. Good job, man. Good job.
I gotta go to the other one.
Good job.
So hey y'all.
Good job, man.
Listen.
Good job, Chantel. Good job.
No,
Good
I appreciate
job,
y'all. I
guys.
appreciate y'all
Thank
giving
you,
answers
Rob.
that you give. I appreciate you giving the answers that you guys give, being so open and transparent with what you feel, how you feel. Because believe it or not, it's helping.
Yeah,
it's helping.
Amen.
I'm hearing it. It's helping. A lot of people don't want it. You know, they quiet. It's okay. It's okay if you quiet, long as you're picking up something that's gonna make you better. Because and y'all was silly. Y'all did this, and man, that was right. But I'm like, y'all ain't say nothing in the comments.
Yeah.
But some of them, some folks are not comment people, so I understand.
God bless them. We appreciate them. Period. We appreciate them.
Long as there's some changes, long as somebody's hearing and checking.
They're probably processing it too.
Yeah, and that's fine. I'm good with that. Hey, y'all, thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Elder.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Next week, if that's the case. Hey, y'all, God bless you.
All right, love you guys.
Hey, listen, you've been locked into the South Florida Live podcast. I'm your host, Jeffrey Brown. And hey, this is the singles edition. Hey, once again, I need you to remember, get out the vote. Get out the vote rally. It's a get out the vote rally on Thursday, October the 10th at New Birth Baptist Church, Cathedral of Faith International, 3500 Northwest 135th Street. I'm sorry, I said 3200. I'm sorry, 2300. I don't know my own church address, y'all. Shame on me. 2300 Northwest 135th Street, Miami, Florida. Get there 6 to 8. Won't be long, but there's some speakers going to be there. You don't want to miss this great event. God bless you. God bless you on that one. Hey, y'all. Once again, it's your boy, the one and only host, Jeffrey Brown. Thank you for tuning in. Hey, listen, as I always say, I'll pray for you. Hey, y'all, keep praying for me. I really mean it. Keep praying for me, and I'll pray for you, and we're going to watch God change things. God bless you.
Email your idea for show topics to the South Florida Live Show at gmail.com. Thank you for tuning in to South Florida Live with your host, Jeffrey Brown.